Good Tuesday evening. Joe Gillaway with Lingelstown Gazette Sports alongside my co-hosts for this evening, John Velios and Dave Berman. This is Gazette Sports Chat, and I believe it's episode 49, fellas, or 50 maybe. I don't know, somewhere
50.
around that. But we're getting up there. We've done quite a few, and man, this is a lot of fun. So we just did one last night. We, for those who are tuning in tonight and did not last night, we did an interview with Central Dauphin, newly crowned state champion Central Dauphin softball coach Sam Hartley. Wonderful interview. Dan Sostek helped out from Penn Live, and so let's very quickly here talk about who supports this show. And that is our Lingelstown Gazette Sports Platinum sponsors, and they are Rickabah's Electric, Payer Apparel, Ted's Bar and Grill, Freedom Financial, Wealth Management, The Tire Mart, Team PA, AAU Basketball, Tonino's Pizza, Post 272, the American Legion, Hoffman Ford, Capital Region Insurance Agency, Modern Imprint, Sam Hartley Decking, Crystal Bob at Iron Valley Real Estate, and Underdog Sports Bar and Grill. Thanks to those great local businesses for their continued support. Upcoming, we have either Monday or Tuesday, we're going to bring on 11 of the Central Dauphin State champion softball players all together, one show. We're going to have a blast. Recap the season, recap the game. It was an extra inning game. It was awesome. And then next Thursday, the 26th, we are going to speak with 3 members of the Big 33 board. I believe they're board members. And we're going to talk about Big 33 here in 2025 and, you know, where things have gone, what path they're on now. I know that they're looking to kind of revitalize, rejuvenate things. So anyway, that's where we're at. And tonight we're going to discuss a few housekeeping items like we do. We have a good time doing this. We're going to recognize the local teams who captured spring sports state championships. A basketball coach has been hired locally, while another one is apparently fired down in the Philadelphia area, or out in, Whitfield area, District 7. We're going to talk Mid-Penn Conference realignment, but first we'll meet an area student athlete who this past Saturday night received the prestigious Capital Area chapter of the PA Sports Hall of Fame scholarship. Halifax area high school student athlete Abby Groy. Okay, and there's Abby.
Hi.
How are you, Abby?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And let's do this here. There's Abby. Saturday night.
Very unflattering picture.
In all her valor. So yeah, that's where Abby and I met, and she's a cool girl, awesome young lady. I met her and her mother there, and she was receiving her scholarship and did a great job, great speech. I heard a couple of other people come up and mention how great of a job you did up there. And were you nervous? Remember you said you're kind of nervous heading up. Were you okay once you got up there?
Well, the guy who announced me actually said half of my speech for me. He said what I was doing and how long I was going to do it for. So
okay.
I was a little nervous.
Here's what you do there, Abby. You go, yeah, what he said. And then you say, thank you and good night.
That's all. Yeah.
So let's start with this. Everybody ready for a quick trivia question just to break the ice?
Ooh,
yes,
yeah.
but I'm excited for Abby. I'm excited for the small borough of Halifax, PA.
Okay, let's fourth largest city population wise in North America. This is hard. This is really hard.
The fourth largest city
North America population wise. 1 and 2 should be pretty easy.
Probably it's Miami, Florida.
No.
Is it
Mexico City?
No, that's
Mexico
number
City.
1. That's number
Dallas
1.
is one. Okay.
No, that's not a top 4. Mexico City, New York City, LA, and then this city. And I'm not going to waste too much time on it. I'll just tell you. Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Good question, huh?
Yeah.
So let's just get started this way, Abby. And Abby's going to stick around. For those at home viewing, she's going to see what being a panelist is all about. That's what we are. We're panelists, Abby.
Where's she going? Where are you going to college, Abby?
Penn State Berks. It's in Reading.
Oh, Berks County. Okay, Reading.
She's gonna have a Penn State degree here in a few handful of years. So anyway, the scholarship is given for academic achievement community and extracurricular involvement, leadership, and awards and recognition. And my friend Dave Delbiano, I had nothing to do with choosing the winners. There were two other recipients, but Dave said Dave Delbiano, who helps to choose the recipients, said you did one heck of a job here at least recently in your life, probably your whole life, with helping others and community outreach and being there for those in need. Talk a little bit about that facet of your life, Abby.
Okay, so at my high school, we have a public club called CTC. It stands for Communities That Care. That in itself should tell you what it is. It is a giant community organization in my high school, and it's student ran. So me and my best friend, we were co-presidents of it, and we led it our entire senior year. And I've been a member of it since I think my sophomore year in high school, when it became like really big. That alone it gives you so many opportunities to be involved in your community. Halloween specifically, we do giant parades. Like in our town, we have the Halifax parade, there's the Eville parade, there's the Millersburg parade. We hit all of them. We're in all of them. Around Christmas time, we have like a big Christmas hall event. The whole entire community comes in with their kids. Me personally, I help with the elementary school basketball program too, so specifically just the girls. So they're coming up through. I work with them every Saturday and Sunday. I come to their games. I do anything to support them because our program was dwindling for such a long time. So I was trying to bring it back together.
Are they gonna hold up after you leave? Are they gonna be okay?
Yeah. I mean, our teams right now have like 30, 40 girls on them. Like our third grade team has like 30 girls, and that is way more than what we could have said. So it's already growing.
Dave, I know you're itching. Can we let Dave in here? Because he's probably gonna want to ask a sports related question. Is that right, Dave?
Okay.
Yeah, this is so the Halifax girls basketball team looks like a 10 and 12 this year, right?
10 and 13 because we went to districts.
Okay, and but still, it's improvement over the years. And I've been around sports a long time. One of my favorite moments, and long story short, how I met George Leader and the Halifax boys basketball team. An incredible run, the best team ever in the boys. 2000, 31-2, 1999, 2000 season. John Velios, Joe, you remember that team. I had a chance to announce a big 60 again, a showcase in Lancaster. Jay Leader was there. He's from Halifax.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his late great brother John was two of the top guard tandems in the state, and they went to the state finals, lost to Shady Side Academy in a heartbreaker. But yeah, Halifax, great town, love it, and it's a sports rich town.
Yeah. Because that's all we have around here. It's either that or a gas station, honestly.
Really?
Yeah,
so
it is.
Your guys hanging out at gas stations?
The local sheets on the corner.
Yeah. Okay,
that's what we have.
All right, John Velios.
Right, Abby, there's a pizza shop there.
You're very muffled, John.
You're very muffled.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a pizza shop there too in Halifax, right?
Yeah, well, we have a couple. We have Doughboys and Zatina's.
Okay, all right. So
Abby, you were talking about that CTC program. Did you finish everything you wanted to say about that? I didn't know if you had anything else.
Not really, but if you have a local school that has one, you should definitely go to their community events.
Right, and I read online that you helped out with the girls basketball program. And I mean, how did you get into that? Is that from the CTC or was that from outside that?
That's from outside. I wanted to grow the elementary school program more because when I went through, we didn't have one. We didn't have anything until 5th grade, and that was the extent of, oh, you can come to a high school practice and participate a little bit over the summer. That was it. It was a couple of them, and that was it. So,
yeah, and do you have any plans to help out, maybe during the summer in between your college years of sticking around and helping out as you're still in Halifax or when you come home from school?
Yeah, I'll try the best that I can, but between my basketball schedule and the degree I'm trying to pursue, it's gonna be a tight space.
That's the next question.
Yeah, tell us about the degree.
Yeah, talk about Penn State Berks County, of course, and you're going to play basketball.
Hmm.
Uh, you're a point guard, right? But you said they might need you for a little more than that because
Yeah.
But talk about your major. What do you want to be when you grow up?
So when I grow up, I want to be a physical therapist.
When you grow up more than you've already grown
Oh
up.
yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah. I wanted to take up physical therapy, and there's like 100 ways to go about this. The more popular one is accelerated programs, but a lot of private schools have them, and I wasn't interested in going to a private like institution. So I went with a different option where I'm going to pursue my degree first, which is kinesiology, and that's the study of human movement, specifically like your body.
Right.
And then I'm gonna have to transfer out and then complete my PT doctorate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's way above Dave in my head. That's for sure.
And
Anything else? Go ahead, Dave.
got a new coach. I just saw
Yeah, we did. That was a shock.
Mike Brandt.
Yep.
Is recently our new coach, Penn State Berks women's basketball, and he has quite a resume.
He does. It's extensive.
So you told me at the banquet that he wants you too. So
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
recruited by one coach and kept on
Recruited
board
by
by the next one. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, John, Dave, before we jump into talk about what we're gonna get into here?
Yeah, I just was looking at the see if Abby's on the right. I'm just looking at some of your teammates. Maybe I know, but looks like you. Hopefully, you can get. It's a Division III, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, wishing you the best there at Penn State Berks. Great college. Oh yeah, go ahead, Joe.
John.
Abby, tell us a little bit about what you like to do outside of school and basketball. Do you have any hobbies? Anything that you enjoy doing?
So basketball is my biggest hobby, but outside of that, I like to travel a lot. Recently, last summer, I completed all 50 states with Alaska.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I've been everywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's something I said at the banquet the other night. I'm probably 3.5 times her age, and I desire to do what she's already gotten done in her life.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. I mean, by the time you're 18 to go to all 50 states, that's incredible. I mean, that's really, really. And then follow up with, which state did you like the most?
Montana, for sure.
For what reason?
It's just clear there. I can't describe the feeling without taking you there.
Right.
Like the air in Montana is so clean. Like when you take a deep breath, you feel it. Like it's Montana.
Right.
I just love it.
God's country, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's thank you, Abby. Great job.
Yeah. Oh,
appreciate
thanks.
that. And let's kind of transition over here and talk about what we're going to talk about now. And it was state championship weekend, y'all. I think everybody knows that for softball, baseball, boys lacrosse, right? Not girls, Dave. Girls lacrosse is a fall sport.
No, girls and boys.
Oh, is it girls and boys?
Yeah.
No, I'm getting the volleyball confused. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Volleyball, but we won here in Delaware County 3 state titles. We had 5 teams from Delaware County state titles. Springfield High School won the boys and the girls at the bigger school, 3A.
Yes, they did. That's an achievement there.
AA Marple Newtown crushed your guys from Trinity, and got a little physical at the end.
It did. It really did. They were hitting each other with lacrosse sticks. I mean, like whacking each other.
Yeah, I love it. It's a barbaric sport.
You love it.
But the coach, is a third in a row for Marple Newtown, and they took no prisoners. They knew Trinity had a tremendous record, one loss, and they just put it to them. Halifax, do they have lacrosse at Halifax?
No, we do not.
Got to get it.
Yeah, we should. A lot of surrounding schools have it though. It's not us.
Yeah. It's getting better. It's getting better. What do you think, John Bellies? What do you think of high school lacrosse?
I mean, it's been building over the years in popularity. I remember in college, I went to Temple University, and it was in 1994. So it's incrementally increased from back then, and I mean, to where it's at today, it's very common. So I mean, it's only going up.
Yeah, I guess our best representative was Trinity. I mean, I think they beat Cumberland Valley in the Mid-Penn championships, and they were just kind of. I watched it. Is it a match or a game?
You can call it both, but
All right.
match.
I watched it. They were just outclassed by Marple Newtown. Just two different classes of teams there. So, but well done getting there, Trinity, and Dave. Congratulations having a bunch of your teams win championships. So let's talk about this Mid-Penn Commonwealth Division. Man, have they ever? Let's put this up here. I just learned how to do this. Mid-Penn Commonwealth. They won softball, baseball, both in 6A, 3A, which is the highest classification for boys volleyball, Cumberland Valley, and then State College. What was that? A week or two ago, they won the
Great track and field boys
track and field team. So 4 different programs out of the Mid-Penn all won state championships. That's a big deal. And I mean, it's hard to win a state championship no matter who you are. The stars just kind of lined up there. Did you ever play any volley or any softball, Abby?
I played all growing up. So between like kindergarten and I'd say 4th grade, I used to pitch.
So you get it then. You understand.
Oh, I get it.
That's
a tough sport.
Whew, I love it. I mean, this is like, and then when you talk about the 2 best 6A schools in the state matching up,
Yeah.
It was some serious athleticism and competition, but so that was a good weekend for or a good week, I guess.
Joe,
overall.
in these sports that there was state championships just in the spring season, there was 18 state championship
18
titles,
overall,
right?
yeah, right.
So 4 of them came out of the Mid-Penn Commonwealth, you're saying. So that's
4, yeah. 4.
Percentage.
Yeah. And you figure 6 and 12 are from softball and baseball. So the other 6 are the volleyball, the track and field and lacrosse. I guess that would be it. Yeah. So how about this one? I'm just going to come out of left field on this one. What I ascertained over the weekend was we know that Major League Baseball, they start putting that runner, it's called a ghost runner, on second base.
I know where you're going. Okay.
They do that now in the PIAA in softball, but not in baseball.
Don't do it at all.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Abby? Like, because once you get into extra inning, those games can really drag on. I think the base coaches aren't as aggressive with sending players because they think, well, this is all we have. We don't want to get our guy thrown out, and so you just kind of clam up a little bit. But I watched all 13 innings of that Cedar Cliff game, and I mean, I don't think that they'd want to have it any other way. I think 13 innings was fine for them. It was fine for me to watch. It's only once a year. It's a state championship. So I don't like that they put a runner on base starting in the 10th inning, Dave, in softball. That, to me, why would you do it in softball and not in baseball? Does that not make sense, John, to do it in one and not the other?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, other than in baseball, you can lead off. I mean, you can take a few steps off the base. You can lead off, right? Lead off the base.
Right.
In softball, you can't. I don't know if that makes a difference.
No, and they need to stop it everywhere. I can't stand it. That's my opinion.
Right. No, I don't really like it either. So,
I mean, if Major League Baseball is doing it and they're sticking to it, it's got to have a valid reason. It's shortened up games, I would imagine.
I understand shortening games when you have a 162 game schedule in the major leagues, but when you have just one 6A championship game up there at Penn State, and it's for all the marbles, who cares if it goes 7 innings, 9 innings?
In every state around the country, Joe, or is each state obviously independent?
No, it's each state. Yeah, because there are NFHS is the governing body for high school sports nationally. It's not an NFHS rule. It's a PIAA issued or rule. So
state by state rule.
Yeah. So okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. I just found it interesting. I think that it should be both should have it or both should not have it. I'd prefer that neither have it.
It's definitely an all or nothing matter.
I think so. Abby, I don't understand why. I mean, I'm not being bitter or anything. I mean, I love girls' sports. I just do. Everybody knows that. And I just think that the girls should be able to play their softball the same way that the boys are playing their baseball. Okay. That's just how I feel about it. So how about this one, Dave? Buzz Cable, Jeremy Buzz Cable. This is still hasn't been released publicly. I talked to, there was a bunch of steel high tables at the banquet that Abby got her scholarship the other night, a bunch of steel high tables. And I talked to a lot of the guys about it, and they said, yeah, it's still hasn't been released.
Yes, it is. It's official because Lingostown Gazette said so.
Well, okay.
All right. And I looked up stuff on Buzz. What a legend he is, and he's excited for Steel High. But Joe, or Mr. Gilloway, I should say, thank you very much for the scoop. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I heard that a while back.
Joe, didn't Barnes confirm it online on your posts? Dave?
He did. Yeah, he did, but it hasn't come out of the athletic department yet, is what I'm saying. Usually the athletic department will
do the school board, right?
I don't know how they do it. Not every school district does it the same. John, you have bad volume or bad audio, not volume.
Yeah, John, just say it's a great thing, and I'm glad Joe broke it because that's the way it goes.
I did kind of break this one. I heard about it. I think back when it first came out. But anyway, Buzz Cable, when he was a little kid, I remember him as a little kid. I think he used to be like on these national TVs. He was the youngest kid ever to dribble 4 basketballs, and this kid was doing stuff that you just stood there like, what is he doing? Where did he learn to do this?
I made a YouTube thing out. I have it on my YouTube page.
Oh, do you?
Buzz, yeah. 2 minutes. He sent me in my instant messenger like video when he didn't know how to get it on the internet, and then I found a way to get it on my YouTube. So and I put it on a couple of Facebook pages.
He was a good player too. He played for 93-94 season, then the 94-95 season. And Charlie Fortney, we all know Charlie. He got the Harrisburg Christian job, and he took Jeremy with him to Harrisburg Christian to play there. So for a year or two. So best wishes to Jeremy Buzz Cable. We wish you well. We'll have him on the show sometime. And John, is that good luck or bad luck when we bring these coaches on the show?
Good luck.
It usually is. I mean, Abby, we bring on all football season, then all basketball season. We have what we call our opening guest, and we have like a local coach on, depending on the season, football or basketball. And for some reason, like right after they get off the show, like that, a couple of days later, they always have or almost always have really big wins. So,
okay.
Yeah. Hopefully we can bring on Buzz Cable and get him some good juju.
You should bring on my coach.
What's that?
I said you should bring on my coach then.
We will bring on your coach.
With those odds.
Seriously. They need the help, right?
Abby, you were in 8th grade, and as far as I know, this is the only Halifax PIAA state championship as a team in sports history, Abby. You remember the baseball team, right?
Oh, yeah. I think I was there.
Oh, I'm sure the whole town was there.
Well,
Probably.
if you weren't at the pizza shop or the Sheets, you were probably at the state championship.
Probably at the state championship. Like I said, that's all we have.
And I did want to mention too, I mean, we're only not even in July, but for those that, and there were quite a few that followed our football show last year. Dave, you were a part of that every Sunday night. We will be doing that again. We're going to start in the middle of August. And that's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So we'll remind you certainly as things get closer. So Dave, how about this? We just talked about the guy that got hired. How about the guy that, I don't know if we'll call him fired, but they didn't renew his contract. And that's out in Aliquippa.
He did it on Nick Lakovich,
yeah.
Unbelievable job. And, it's the same thing. They didn't say why, just like Christy Britton from Trinity, kind of a similar situation.
Yeah, it's kind of really similar. 185 and 41 in 8 seasons. 3 straight state championship games they played in from 22 through 24, and they won it 2 years ago in 2024. So this had nothing at all to do with how much success he had. Do you remember a few years back, the Pine Richland football coach I think he won a state championship and he lost his job. And then it did come out that there were some things that were going on there that he was allowing. So there's very often more than meets the eye. Okay. But whenever somebody that's that successful that wins that much loses their job, or he lost his job, basically. I mean, let's call it what it is. They're refusing to re-sign him.
He lost a couple kids already transferred.
Right, and that's going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, they're transferred. They're probably not going to be eligible for the PIAA state tournament. And but the bottom line is they just want to go and wish they went to a private school, sort of, Lincoln Park.
Right. Lincoln Park, they beat Trinity about 6 years ago in the state championship in overtime.
It was a great game, regulation. But it was a great, or what?
Was it? I think it was overtime, Dave.
I think it was regulation, Joe.
Okay, you're usually right. So,
but anyway, it was a great game. Westry had
that quarter
baseline,
3 to tie.
Baseline, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, many community members and former players of Lakovic have spoken out in support of him, highlighting his success on and off the court. The school board has not publicly stated the reasons, Dave, as you mentioned, for not reviewing his contract, and his future with the program remains uncertain. So as of now, it's just that they have not renewed his contract. That usually doesn't bode well for that person. So anyway, I just figured we mention that because he's kind of one of the best coaches in the state, or at least one of the most successful coaches in the state. So, okay, let's talk about this. The Mid-Penn Conference. Abby played in Tri-Valley, but you know a lot of these Mid-Penn schools, I'm sure, Abby.
Yeah.
We lost two schools. Dave, I don't know if you know this. Waynesboro and Big Spring are both gone. They're going to York Adams.
1 second, Joe.
Go ahead, John.
This isn't this coming year. It's 26, 27.
For both of them, or one or the other.
Big Spring is 26, 27, and it hasn't been approved by York Adams League yet.
Right.
Even though it's moved forward through the Mid-Penn and Big Spring, York Adams still hasn't approved it.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
The earliest it can happen 26, 27.
Okay, so that let's just say it goes through, and it probably will. I don't think you're going to get this far into it without knowing that it's going to be approved, and that would take two teams out of the Colonial Division. And I heard, and I'm going to be very kind of roundabout here, but I heard that the best sports school in York County desires to come up and join the Mid-Penn Commonwealth. John, you know who that is.
Central York.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. And I'm not going to get into it anymore. It's not fair for me to say anymore. But they would end up here with Cumberland Valley, Central Dauphin.
Altoona.
Well, that's another thing. You got to start if they would join the Commonwealth Division, and Mechanicsburg's going to come in soon. They're 6A now. You got to start taking schools and moving them down to the Keystone. So,
well, I'll think.
And we're strictly talking basketball here, Joe. Right now, you're talking about basketball.
They'd want to come up for everything, Central York.
Yeah.
They'd want to join for every sport. They're just guys. There's just no competition down there for them. They're just so much better than everybody else in everything.
Yeah, York football.
They never beat them. Even when York has their best football teams, they don't beat Central York.
Basketball that was Red Line a few years ago.
No, they beat them one game. They did beat them though. They beat them in districts. But
you always have an answer, Joe. You always have an answer.
I'm saying that they're very, very dominant, Dave. That's all I'm saying. And girls sports too. So, and they're not that far away. I mean, we have State College, Mifflin County. We have Altoona, all in the Mid-Penn. So we're going to dedicate a show to this. We're going to dedicate and do like a mythical realignment. But I think they'd have to kind of bump out some schools out of the Commonwealth, and I'm gonna I'm not going to make any friends by saying this, but I will say it could be like Altoona, Central Dauphin East. You know,
Altoona 6A.
that doesn't matter.
Well, Mifflin County 6A too. I forgot.
Mechanicsburg 6A. Now Mechanicsburg is in the Commonwealth for some sports, but anyway, that's for. I didn't bring Abby on here to bore her stiff or whatever. But
can I bring up something here that
absolutely, that's what we're here for. This is
Abby,
a housekeeping.
Let's talk about Halifax baseball.
Okay, here we go.
They have been to the state finals in baseball 3 times, Abby. Did you know that?
Yep, I did know that.
Lost to Riverside from Pittsburgh area in 2005, state finals. And then look at state semifinals, guys, in 2019. 21, there's your state championship. They beat Eden Christian 9-1, 2021. And then 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago, lost to Du Bois Central Catholic. So why are they so good in what's the success there, Abby, for their high school baseball team in Halifax?
Well, their baseball program starts really, really young compared to all of our other programs. And I feel like, given our area, baseball is the thing. Like baseball, I would say football, but our football team is not what it used to be. So for now, we'll stick with baseball. But our baseball program starts really young, and everybody in the whole valley plays baseball.
That's a great answer. And I think that area kind of lends itself to baseball, if that makes any sense to anybody.
Yeah.
Dave, that area up there, District 6 area, that's kind of similar to the Halifax, right? More rural, and it just has a baseball feel to it. They're just like baseball towns.
Yeah. When I think of Halifax, I think you're inching, I know it's in Dauphin County, but you're inching closer to the Pennsylvania coal region.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you have any Pennsylvania coal region roots, Abigail?
Well, a lot of my family is from like Tower City, Williams Valley. So yes.
There you go.
So you're a city slicker compared to them, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't think I had anything else. That's it. This is a housekeeping show. We don't really, when we do housekeeping, we just talk about a handful of things. And Abby, thank you. You're always welcome to join us.
Okay.
You know, we can bring you back on sometime, and you know, I could tell you what the topic would be, and give you a couple days to kind of Google, and that's all I do.
Yeah.
Google's my friend, believe me. That's how I get prepared for these shows. Anybody else have anything for the good, John?
Hey, Abby, you know, Google was Google. What year was Google invented? Come on.
Oh man.
When the internet.
We're all older than Google except for you, Abby.
Oh no, I don't even know. It's been around my entire life.
Yeah.
If you were born before 1994, you were born before Google existed.
Oh,
Real
boy.
quick here, Abby, one thing you guys don't have to really worry much about up there, especially in the Tri-Valley League, are the transfers, kids moving from school to school, different schools. And there's been a lot of transfers, especially down here in the Philly area, as you guys know, specifically boys basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a show for another day, Joe? Or Mr. Gilloway, sorry.
No, it's Joe. I don't know. We could talk about it. They have a good basketball program up there. We had their coach on our show, and he just retired though, right, Abby?
Yeah, he did.
Great guy. They're gonna have a hard time filming. Remind me his name. I'm so embarrassed.
Will Sagal?
Yeah, Will Sagal. Yeah, remember John?
He resigned.
Yeah. He's young to retire. I mean, you think that he'd be back into it? He has young kids, I think, right?
I think it's truly
Yeah,
John. Truly family related, motivated.
Yeah.
When did Will? Was there any articles about this?
No.
Not that I'm really aware of.
No.
Well, I'm going to send him a message. I'm going to break it on my Facebook page.
But it sounded to me like he just wanted to spend time with his family. I mean, he's young enough; he could, help get his family or kids up and out of the house, and then
he's stressed importance, just like Abby said about starting the kids young. Will Sagal, he stressed about how he had started an elementary school program to get them up
Right.
into the high school. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still promoting
somebody-
the team, though. I've seen his post about what they're doing in the summer league, boys
Right.
summer league. So
Dave, I have to
Yeah.
mention your audio and your video are pristine tonight. I mean, it looks good. It sounds good. You know how sometimes we struggle with your audio and your video? Not tonight. Whatever you're doing here tonight, I want you to repeat that.
using my phone,
Okay, maybe that's part of it.
I'm going to
All
go
right.
back to my phone next time.
Yeah.
So let's run through this again. Let's congratulate because they're friends of ours, the Central Dolphin softball team. Great job to them. Another state championship. Coach Sam Hartley, we had him on as a guest last night. I just want to remind people to go and watch last night's interview. How about Gabby Shirk, game saver there? Yeah, how about that, Dave? And then our special guest tonight, Abby Groy, received the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame Capital Area Region Scholarship over the weekend. And then our Legalstown Gazette Sports Platinum sponsors. I'm going to just kind of rip through these. I love these sponsors, so I have to mention them. Capital Region Insurance Agency, Rickabaw's Electric, Payor Apparel, Ted's Bar and Grill, Freedom Financial, Wealth Management, The Tire Mart, Team PA, Abby knows Team PA, AAU Basketball, Tonino's Pizza, American Legion Post 272, Hoffman Ford, Modern Imprint, Sam Hartley Decking, Crystal Bob at Iron Valley Real Estate, and Underdog Sports Bar and Grill. Thanks again to those great local businesses for their continued support of Lingelstown Gazette Sports and our area student athletes. Monday or Tuesday, we're going to have those softball players on from Central Dolphin. And then next Thursday, 9 days from today, we're going to do a show on the Big 33 game. John Velios, thank you. Dave Berman, thank you. Abby Groy, thank you, and best wishes. And if we find a show that we think you may fit in and you might want to join us, I'll reach back out to you, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, that was fun. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, everybody. Thank you, Abby.
Have a great evening. Thank you, Dave.